Hi there, Kiru James Hapa, and I don't know how to say this. I've been trying to look for the words and how best to express this. Juu yenyewe, I am really upset. I am very heartbroken. When I got home and saw all the shops that had been broken into wakati wa maandamano, all the supermarkets, people's individual businesses, like all of them that were vandalized and stolen, like they were broken into, and a lot of goods were stolen, damaged, and to make matters worse, as if that was not enough, the number of ladies who were walking home after the Maandamano, who I hear were raped and even at some point we need to call our humanity. We need to tap into our humanity. There's a difference. You know what? Honestly speaking, like, I am so saddened by the fact that finally, despite the fact that Maandamano was really working. Unanielewa? They found a way to demoralize us. Because the moment menza kurepo watu, that's just where we draw the line. We're like, you know what? Ongozeni mpaka wakati mtataka. If you want, kitakata kwenda hadi 2100, endeni. We're done. We're done. Because nothing is worth our sanity. Nothing is worth this. Because, and to make matters worse, we all know, we saw KTN do a whole expose on government officials who are actually planning on paying people to break into people's businesses, to beat protesters, to break into people's shops, steal from them, and nothing has been done. There are WhatsApp chats that leaked, messages za WhatsApp confirming msee akisema endeni mfanye nitawalipa, and no one has been arrested since. Unanielewa? Yani, the whole idea was to change the narrative. The fact that watu wanaenda hosi, you go to Kenyatta National Hospital and there's one doctor who has to see over 1,000 patients. No money to hire new doctors. Yet we have qualified doctors who are on the streets demonstrating because of it. We have qualified teachers. Yet unaenda public school unapata watoto 3,000, 4,000 kids with only 12 teachers. Yet we have so many qualified teachers who are unemployed. Unanielewa? Unaenda hospitali unapata there's one nurse anang'ang'ana kucater to almost 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 patients in a public hospital like Kenyatta, the national hospital. Yet we have so many qualified nurses who are jobless, who are on the streets. Yet mnaamka asubuhi mnaona State House imebudgetiwa 800 and sijui what million for renovations. This is the third time. The third time tangu this government got into power that State House is being renovated. And they're the same people who are telling us there's no money. There's no money to hire new teachers. There's no money to hire new doctors. There's no money to hire new engineers. There's no money to do all these things. But there's money. Every time unapitisha bill, kuna pesa ya kujiongezea MPs, governors, senators, and that's why we were on the streets. Some of us don't even have to go to the streets to disappear. Albert was not on the streets. He was gotten from his home. And then we wake up to Karen Nyamo saying that Albert aliji abduct. And then some rogue police officers killed him to blame government. Do you get how absurd that is? This is someone who is dead. This is what you're saying after someone's child is dead. Like, how inhuman are you? Like, decency tu ya mwanadamu imeenda wapi? You understand? Yani, instead of addressing the actual problems that Kenyans have, you would rather pay goons to break into people's shops so that we change the narrative. Alafu tuamka asubuhi, tunaona ati watu waliingia wakaiba supermarket. Alafu wakaacha ID zao hapo. That's what you're telling us. That's what you're telling us. And there are people from one community. So mpaka tribalism has crept in. It's funny how most of our leaders would not be where they are if it were not for the fact that our parents are tribal as hell. Unanielewa? They fell for the tribal BS. That's why most of the elite and most of our leaders have the positions that they're in. And one of the reasons why they're so shaken by the Gen Z movement is the fact that every tribe was on the streets. Forget the fact that some regions didn't demonstrate. That's fine. It's their choice. But on the streets of Nairobi, there was every tribe. And that's the truth. Unanielewa? So when they see something like this, something they cannot manipulate, something they cannot, the easiest way to do it is to try and bring back tribalism. Unanielewa? Which is, and I'm saying it like that's what you understand it. Because tribalism is just that one monster that we have killed already. But they're trying to bring it back to separate, to divide us again. I apologize to all the women who are hurt during the demonstrations, to all the men, to all the businesses, to everyone who was, I am sorry. But I am so surprised because we got home. Alafu tunaanza kuona ati part of OTC was robbed. Unanielewa? Nani alikuwa side za OTC? The goons that were hired. Because si tulikuwa unapigwa tear gas side ya I&M. Nani walikuwa OTC? The goons that were being hired. But the fact that there is evidence of chats, people talking and planning on paying people to break people's businesses, to steal from people so that they change the narrative. No, you see, these demonstrations were about this. No. Sasa everyone is talking about the theft, the fact that businesses were destroyed. That's what the narrative was supposed to be. So this is what the plan was all along. Honestly, it's really sad. But mimi nimesema hivi, umetuweza. The whole thing that you did jana, juzi, the fact that our women are no longer safe, wakikuja demonstrations, they can't go back safe. They're being raped on the streets. You know what? Sita demonstrate tena. Tokeni, you know what? Kaeni mpaka 20, live there. Don't even die. Live on that. Live in government forever. Just have it.